Hello everyone, what's up guys? Welcome back to my real vlog channel. Let's spend some time together as always. It's not focusing. It's because of too much light here. Okay, let's connect my other stuff. I want coffee. I want coffee so bad. Okay, seems connected. Yep. Let's see. And micro. Something wrong with kick or not? Let's check. Not log it in. It's wrong. Something wrong here. Looks like it worked. Okay, then we can go. Let's switch to my auto cam.
Hello there. And feed my fish. Okay, go to the kitchen. and vitamins. Turn on the kettle. cut some sausages for breakfast and fry them. Plus this, some days I really love this breakfast with sausages. Let's try this. For example,
time you look at me with those eyes, everything inside my head goes blank. I wanna tell you, but I don't know what to say. But please don't go. Don't you go leaving me all alone. The things that I do just to keep you close. I'm sorry if I'm coming off too strong, but maybe I'm just acting tough. 'Cause deep down I'm scared of love, scared of love, scared to trust. But with you I'm brave enough to try again and just pretend that maybe I found the one again. I want you for the rest of my days. 'Cause baby, I don't know what to do. And if I lost you, the love of my life would kill me, it's true. 'Cause there'd be no me without you. I'm in too deep. The way I felt for you, there's no coming back. Girl, you got me in the palm of your hands. Sorry if I'm coming off too strong, but I'm sick of acting tough. Deep down I wanna love, wanna trust. And with you I'm brave enough to try again and just pretend that maybe I found the one again. I want you for the rest of my days. 'Cause baby,
My water is good. And
don't know what to do.
I didn't know. Thank you for follow, Samil. I cooking breakfast. Let me show you. It's the sausages with eggs. In our country we call it bachelor's or students breakfast because it's so cheap and easy and everyone can afford it. Why I don't have sounds today? Attacked by sheep? Oh my god! Where it was? Where can you find the sheep? Are you from Ireland? Oh yeah, I was. I have been attacked by many animals because, you know, I'm veterinarian actually. And I worked a lot at the zoos and with other animals. So I have some experience with it. Finland. Oh, I see. Cool. Here in Ireland we have a lot of sheep too. Okay, it's done. Where? In Ukraine. It was a long time ago when I worked as veterinarian before war started. I can't. Okay, it works. All looks good. Okay, we need to return later for coffee. Okay. Let's go eat breakfast. Okay, that's it for now. Let's go eat.
Down, I never really understood them. I don't think anyone does. There is a subculture that has thrived in the depths of the internet for decades. A community where people spend thousands of dollars on full-body animal suits and live out their wildest dreams. They're called furries. Now, I've known about furries, I've seen the memes, I've seen the TikToks and the weird news headlines, but deep down, I never really understood them. I don't think anyone does. Why do people spend thousands of dollars on fur suits? Why do they identify with animals? What do these people even look like underneath the costume? And most importantly, why does the entire internet think that they're so terrifying? To answer these questions, I'm stepping into the belly of the beast. I searched all over social media trying to find someone willing to talk. Most were camera shy or just didn't want to. But then this happened.
Hello?
I saw that you were a part of the furry community, and I was curious to know if you would be open to like sort of an interview or maybe a day in the life video.
I'm a little bit hesitant just because, you know, we as furries, we kind of get a bad rap.
There's definitely not any sort of malicious intent or anything like that.
Okay, let me talk to my wife and then I'll definitely get back to you about it for sure.
Thanks, bye.
Bye-bye.
Shortly after that phone call, the furry I spoke to, Z, agreed to let us come over and film. And today, it's happening. So today's the day. We're going to be meeting a furry named Z, and I don't know what to expect. What do you think? His name's Leo. He looks like someone tried to draw a cat and then messed up. It's not the only furry we'll be meeting today. Let's get after it. So, we made it. Z told us to meet in the lobby. Hello. You're Z. Nice to finally meet you. I'm Ryan.
Nice to put a name to the face. Really quick, I just need you to sign something just to kind of give us a little bit of assurance that, you know, the fandom is going to be portrayed in a positive light. Unfortunately, we face a lot of stigma. So if you don't mind just signing that really quick.
Oh, okay. No, that's cool. Cool. Here we go. I'll give that back to you.
All right, follow me. We're going to go ahead and head up.
Z just wanted to make sure this wasn't a hit piece or some big prank. Once that was cleared up, we were in.
This is Z.
Hi.
Where do we begin?
So this is our office. This is where we keep a lot of the things that we need to make fursuits. I run a fursuit business, Pop-Up Production. A lot of that is making the actual costumes for people to wear at conventions and fur meets and things like that. This is going to be how it starts off, kind of a foam base here. You can go ahead and hold that if you'd like. So for example, this one is going to be a pigeon. You can see the little like sear and stuff. From there, you build on it with more foam, glue, fur, everything. And then you cut out the eyes and the mouth, and that way you can breathe and see out of them.
We have all the fursuit supplies.
Yeah, so something that any fursuit maker will tell you is that you'll never have enough fur because you never know what design you're going to make next, you know?
How much do these run? Because I've heard they're thousands of dollars.
They're a lot. I would say an average price for like a partial is about $4,500.
Partial. So now you don't even get the full.
That could run, depending on the maker, that could run up to $20,000.
Shit. So you can't be broken doing this hobby.
Yeah, there's no way.
What's the deal with this one?
Did not expect you to pick that up. This is a pup hood. There's a separate area of furry that's into pup hoods, and that's kind of like it's not a kink. Well, it is a kink, but it's a different area of it.
Maybe I should have touched that one.
No, I consider myself a hyena, so this is my little hyena hood. That just sits right there.
So you're just here cooking.
Yeah, this is where I spend a lot of my time, just sitting in my little chair, working away.
I want to see your fursuit.
Oh, yeah.
What's your dog's name?
Snacks.
Snacks.
Yeah.
Snacks.
Alright, so this is our closet we don't open for a lot of people.
A little exclusive. Oh my
A
God.
little exclusive sneak peek here. So these are all of my fursuits. We've got Scout, we've got Danik, Calypso, Nick. These are just little paws that my friend made.
This is a tail.
Yep, that's a big tail for you. It actually has a hidden little belt loop in here, so you can just wear it right on your belt.
I actually got a furry belt on right now.
Oh, there you go. It'll work perfectly.
Y'all see it? Hello.
He's a king pigeon. He's bigger than these guys here. I actually saved him from a meat farm. So this is Peaches. If you hold your finger out, she'll probably kiss you.
Great breakfast.
Oh, finally, someone kissed me. Wait till I hear.
Yeah, so she's still going through her shed right now, so she might be a little sensitive.
What got you into furry fandom? Furry?
Furry, yeah.
Furry lifestyle?
Really interesting story about this. I was not a furry until maybe 2018. I went to a public park and I see a truck full of furries drive by. They're waving at people, you know, I'm like, that looks like fun. I want to do that. So I kind of just jumped into it and started looking it up. I looked up werewolf costume, and then it led into furries, and I was like, I didn't know that they could just make these, you know? Then I just became a furry. I mean, it was pretty easy. You know?
Wow. Can you describe this specific character?
This is Scout. She's a hyena. Very custom character of mine that I really put a lot of thought into with the colors and the fact that she's a hyena, you know, kind of based off of me.
You resonate with hyenas because what you see yourself in them in a way, or?
Yeah, exactly. You know, they're kind of seen as like, I don't want to say ugly because I don't want to say, oh, I'm ugly, but being a bigger person, having that judgment against me, I'm not super pretty to look at, but I love to laugh. That's like my favorite thing.
Wow.
Making jokes and having a good time with friends, things like that.
You said this is your first one, your first persona. Do you have more?
Oh, I have too many. It's actually a problem. And that's the thing with the fandom is you could have one that you just really, really love, or you could have 10, hundreds if you really wanted.
How many do you have?
Scout, Ranger, Sparrow, Calypso, Crumb, Doodle. I have like maybe 10. I don't have suits for them all yet, but that'll happen one day.
I have to ask this. Is this a kink thing? Is there a sexual undertone to this?
What you said, is it a kink? That's a very common misconception. Now, I'm not going to sit here and try and candy coat it and say, oh yeah, furries, we never have sex, whatever, you know. There is that part of the fandom that is not safe for work. A lot of people who will go to conventions and, you know, find the party rooms and stuff, but that's not the majority of what we are. Even like at anime conventions, and if there's horror conventions even, these conventions will always have that not safe for work side to them. All these fandoms, there will always be a not safe for work side. And that's simply human nature. I mean, like, I'm very self-aware. Furries are weird, you know, but we like it that way. A lot of the time I'll just say, like, keep furry weird, you know, we want to keep it that way.
Keep it weird.
You know, I'm not gonna be bold-faced say, like, a lie and be like, yeah, like, look at, like, this is normal, you know? Because in the public eye, it's not. And, you know, speaking of, you know, having so many friends and stuff in the fandom, I kind of have a little bit of a surprise because I knew that we were going to be doing this. I kind of invited some of my friends over, if that's okay.
You invited your friends over.
Yeah, and they are all in full suit.
They're here?
Yeah, they're waiting outside.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool if I tell them that they can come in?
Yeah, that's cool.
Awesome.
Okay. Oh, hey, everyone. Y'all want to grab a seat here? We got some room. Don't be shy now. Lovely weather we're having tonight. Where do we begin? Where do we even... maybe we'll just start with everyone can say their name or the name of their persona, rather.
Neon Raven.
Ryder or Shepherd.
Kuma.
Rouse. Chess, nice to meet you.
Galleon the Deer.
Nick.
I'm Scout. You know me.
Yeah. You're able to use that if you're getting hot in the mask or need extra air.
Yeah, just so you can chill out. Like,
I want to know how you guys landed on these specific personas.
I'm a really big fan of birds.
That's it.
Yep, that's it.
And is a raven your favorite bird, or?
Well, actually, this is supposed to be a parrot, but how like ravens feel?
I've always had an insane fascination for foxes.
Me, this is a partial, so I have another persona, the main one, but this one, I just love dogs, blue dogs.
It all started with Sonic the Hedgehog.
This is Rouse. He's a video game character from Deltarune.
I was about to say I recognize
I'm a cosplayer, so I made this whole thing.
you.
Me.
What? How did you land on this?
Okay, so this is kind of a mix of two deer species. First one is the Chinese water deer. They're called musk deer. They've got fangs.
I'm familiar with those, actually.
Yeah, they're really neat, but the main thing was American whitetail.
And do you have a full suit, or is this?
I guess for the people that are uninitiated, you got a full suit, which is like the whole body deal. You got going on here. And then...
That's serious. Same shoe size as me.
Then you got people like me, the partial suiters. Partial suiting is typically where a lot of people get started because it kind of lets you dip your foot in the water without having to commit the big G's to wearing a big carpet.
I just saw this one online and I was like, I love the colors. I like that it kind of feels like space, like colors and themes.
Are you guys hot in the suits right now?
Oh yeah.
Okay, you guys want to take them off? We can shoot the shit a little bit more. There's real people, man. Is this a form of escapism?
So I think you hit a nail on the head in a sense, because everyone's stories can be a little different. But I think escapism, huge one. Everyone I know ever that's gotten a suit is like, I can dance my ass off and not worry about it. People are obviously still observing you and looking at you, but they don't know you know what I mean?
It's an opportunity to stay for.
Exactly. Yeah. Some people keep their identity a straight up secret.
There's a lot of military people that are furries, a lot of IT, a lot of scientists. So it's like, it's just a good opportunity to feel bad for a while. You know?
How do you guys deal with the hate and the scrutiny that you get?
Like in my case, that I was a Mexican first, it's just different. The hate is different. Like people already just think that this is weird and that it's gay.
I've never really had an experience where someone has been directly, like, physically doing anything with me in suit. For the most part, people are really sweet.
It's probably just an online thing where people have their 4 cents to give and not.
Sort of. If suitors are walking at night, people were driving by and they're just full force chucking eggs and rocks from their cars driving by. A lot of people don't understand it. Straight up fear it.
This was catching my eye on the boat. Can you break that down, the thought process on that?
So instead of like a parrot on a pirate ship, it's a pirate ship on a parrot.
Because birds don't have tails, but this does. Because it's a fantasy bird.
Yeah. So that's actually something that a lot of people will wear to show other people who they are. It's art that depicts your persona that you can take to fur meets or conventions or whatever.
Is there ever beef in the furry community where it's like, oh, that's so-and-so, you don't say nothing to them? Right.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's the thing with any small subculture is there's going to be infighting, especially one where it's so identity based. People take everything very, very personally.
I had a question about this too. Like, with all due respect, I know you got a boyfriend. Yeah. That's like okay. You're thick as hell. What's in there?
So what I actually have in here to imitate it, my first maker added pads. That way I can have the actual legs to it. I can't do it with the heels, so I have to actually like my paws. Oh, they're actually pretty big.
Suits that have the padding in them. It's a workout. You actually have to plan, like, I need to hydrate 2 days before. I need to make sure that I stretch before I do this. And then, like, the feet, even, it's so hard to move in them. It's like waddling.
They can say a lot about who they are, like, in the same way that how you dress can say a lot about who you are. At the end of the day, it is a costume and we are people.
That's the thing is, like, it's a hobby. Like, no one's ever like, oh my gosh, you play video games your whole life, you play video games all the time, and you go to the video games, you go to the video game, and you play a video game, you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's the same thing with this.
I feel like there's some overlap between like the anime people and the gamers and the, I don't know, the goths or the punks or whatever. What's that Venn diagram look like?
There are different spaces, but there's definitely overlap, especially with anime, like even just cartoons like Zootopia, that's all gonna have like overlap.
And do y'all belong to any other, would you put yourself in any other category?
Oh my god, yeah.
Anime.
It's kind of like fur meets where like people just go to the park or go to a bowling alley or they just hang out like a social event, like just a meetup thing, you know.
So then what's the next event that you guys are going to?
You know, actually, there's a furry event happening tomorrow, and I could try to see if I can get you in, if that's something you're interested in.
Tomorrow. Am I allowed to film? Can I document it?
Oh, yeah, please. I think everybody would really enjoy it, honestly.
Okay. Well, you said you don't have to dress up. Are people gonna judge me if I come dripped out like I am now? This is drip, by the way.
No. But I mean, if you want to dress up, feel free, but there's absolutely no pressure.
I'm there. 11 a.m. Ryan's coming too. Well, we're here. They made me sign a contract. I had to sign the contract. Everybody signed it and everything. Just some things because this isn't something open to the public. This is like a members only sort of vibe. But wait, there's more. We have the $15 Walmart kicks, which are part of it. Pretty good. You see them. Second part. My logic was like, you know, they're kind enough to let me into the function. Like, if you're gonna go to a football game, bro, wear the colors, bro. Put on a jersey or something. That's good, right?
Yeah, fire.
I'm part rat, part 8. You know, I didn't think that I'd be doing this, but this is for the viewers. In the ball pit with it. In the ball pit. Oh, hello. Who are you?
My name is Cat Craze, and obviously I'm a cat.
What's your name?
My name is Luxo.
Astro.
And Astro, what exactly are you?
Raccoon.
Mars, the axolotl. Freehold the dog.
Today I'm here with... What exactly are you?
Well, I'm a red fox.
How did you land on that?
Raccoons are actually my favorite animal.
You know, ever since I was a kid, red foxes were kind of like my favorite animal.
The axolotl, that's interesting. Those are those little pink things.
They are, yeah. The ones that are found in like the Mexico River.
So what got you into the furry community? What about fursuiting appeals to you?
I get to be somebody else. I get to play another character, and it just helps me get comfortable with who I think I am, and I would like others to perceive me as. My inspiration for the way mine looks is actually from a childhood toy that I've had since I was, I want to say around 9 or 10 years old, and I just leaned into more of making him into this real life persona. Normally, I'm very secluded in real life, and I tend to be socially anxious, but once I put the head on, I can start to get a little bit more creative and more energetic, so I can start to be more comfortable around others. It's just nice being able to connect together and talk about our own little guys that we've made.
But what drew you to the furry community?
I really like Five Nights at Freddy's, so that game I thought was pretty neat. And I was like, I want my own animal creature that's like the animatronics. They're like a bunch of different animals, so I was like, oh, I want my own that is like that. Drawing them and creating my own stuff just based off of that is
where I kind of just grew further into finding about furries.
What was the inspiration behind the suit? Even got the talons too? Do you think that wearing this could help you get out of your shell more in real life?
For me, I would like to get more comfortable with myself so I can start to be more expressive around others in my daily life. But for now, I think this is a good like intermediate to help practice so I can get more familiar around it, because as somebody struggling with social anxiety, it's been very tricky for me to try to socialize with new people. But when I'm in an environment like this where I know everybody has a common interest, it just helps a lot with talking with others.
How do you feel about sharing your hobby to your siblings, to friends, coworkers, etc.? Do you keep it private and not say anything, or are you like, yeah, this is what I do?
For me personally, I don't share it out as often as I should. Not that I'm ashamed of it. I like being a furry. It's fun. It's interesting. I like it for it to be brought up naturally in a conversation. Like when someone says, oh, I like Halloween, and like, oh, me too. I actually have this costume right here that I can wear 24/7 whenever I want to. And they're like, wow, so you're a furry? And I'm like, yeah.
Oh, I'm loud and proud. I guess they find out first. I chill with it. I'm like, oh, you know I'm a furry? Oh, that's cool. Sometimes they'll be like, oh, aren't they like weird? And you have to kind of like explain to them what's going on. After that, I think they're like, oh, you know what? That's actually pretty cool.
I'm just out and open about it. I don't let anyone really judge me for it. Like, sure, it's a little weird, but even my coworkers, friends, like, they see what I'm doing and they're like, wow, that's like really cool. That's really interesting. At least the people that I've met haven't really found it to be like off-putting or weird, really.
How do you deal with haters or people who don't like what you do or think it's weird? It's like brush it off.
Well, there's always going to be haters for anything that you do. At times, I can find myself sort of ignoring it in a way. I'm just like, well, they don't know. It makes me happy. And I think focusing on what makes me happy that doesn't hurt others is what's most important to me at the end of the day.
Don't be scared about what other people think about us, and just embrace who you think you are. I myself was stressed about it originally, but it doesn't matter about those guys. There's going to be somebody that's not going to like you, so ignore them. Find the people that do like you and spend your time with them.
I'm gonna be honest, I ignore it. If you give the time of day of your life to people who just want to ruin you or want to make you feel bad, I feel like that's giving them power. I guess just ignore them. Of course, obviously, you're like, if they're gonna start being like hostile directly towards you, like, hey, what the fuck? That's where you be like, okay, you need to chill, you need to back the fuck up and stuff like that. But normally, just keep your cool, walk around, just ignore them.
Do you think the fursona that you have, or the bird sona that you have, do you think that that is an extension of you, or do you think it's a completely different identity and there's essentially two identities? Okay, a bit of both. How long do you see yourself doing this? Could be forever?
I don't see any point when I'd want to stop. It might stay like on the down low and separate from my usual like work and school life, but I still intend to do this for a long time. I really enjoy this community and I enjoy this as a hobby.
What do you think your purpose is in life?
I guess for me, like, it's just survive. Make enough money for you to be able to like be okay in the future. I have siblings, right? My mom's all the way in Mexico. I'm taking care of them right now. And I guess my very, very first priority right now is just to make sure they're okay.
Like that. That's noble. If nothing lasts forever, does anything really matter?
Nothing lasts forever, but I think it lasts forever in the sense of how we pass it on to generations. Stories last forever, but people may not.
But let's assume, everything explodes at one point. Does anything have any meaning?
For me, personally, that's an uncertainty that I'm willing to bank off of, so I would rather try and do something at the end of the day than to do nothing because I think that it means nothing. I'd rather feel that it does mean something than at the end of the day of thinking it could not mean something.
And if it ends up to not having one and everything crumbles, well, at least you lived your life fully expressive and doing what you wanted to do.
Exactly, I tried.
We got a lot of burping, we got the egg. Do you have a favorite pin, or, what's the thoughts on the pin beanie? What is it about people who are autistic that draws them to the furry community?
Again, I think it's just that sense of welcoming in the community that people like. And again, there's a lot of other people that could relate to you. So there's going to be a lot of people with similar experiences and they can help provide advice. Because I myself have been diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome when I was younger in elementary school. It's gotten a lot better, but it's been really interesting finally having other people to kind of like talk to and relate about my experiences.
Do you think life is about seeking happiness or meaning?
If you find meaning in something and you kind of like really connect with it, I think that's where happiness is. If you have something you really like, feel passion for it, and you're like, oh, you know what, this is awesome, I feel like that's happiness.
When people meet you, when all is said and done, how do you want people to remember you?
I just want people to remember me in a good light, as in like, oh, I feel like this person made me feel like I could be trusted or I could be myself. Like, I really want people to remember me as someone who helped them in a way.
Is it better to live with comfortable lies or harsh truths?
There's never going to be a life where it's just going to be comfortable. For you to be able to live okay, you're going to have to face some harsh truth, you know? If you're just living in comfort, you're not going to learn anything. You're not going to know everything.
And what is this on the back here with the flag? You heard it here first. And any last words, anything you want to get off your chest? Couldn't have said it better myself. A smooth sea never made a skilled sailor.
Absolutely, yeah. For you to be a skilled sailor, you have to go through, rough winds, rough tides. You got to learn how to maneuver the boat. Because if you're always in, like, the calm sea, nothing happens, you're just like, oh, I'm fine. You're not going to know what's going to happen whenever, like, a big wave, comes, right?
And when a big wave comes, you'll get wiped the hell out.
Absolutely.
And is this all custom? Because I've never seen this. Completely custom. Check this out. You can't write that. You can't make that up. What's crazy was right when he was here and squeaking, they were like looking at him. The birds they were walking towards him, and then he freaked them out. Time for the group photo. So at this point, we all got together and took a group photo. They let me sit front and center. Everyone who was at Z's house, who I spoke to the day before, all came to this meetup. It was actually kind of nice becoming friends with them the night before, and they introduced me to more people, and we really just hung out and talked. I said I was hungry, and they immediately got me a cheeseburger and fruit snacks. I could tell they were really going out of their way to make sure I was comfortable and having a good time. We ended up putting the cameras down, and I just hung out with everyone for another couple hours. But what I thought was interesting with this group of people was that they embraced me in a way where I felt like I didn't have to put on an act or a facade. I could say corny and embarrassing stuff and didn't have to worry about anyone side-eyeing me or judging me. I've been to a lot of social events throughout college, a lot of LA parties. You tend to have surface level conversations with people. You go to events and sort of hope that people like you and think that you're cool. I don't know if I'm speaking for everyone here, but I feel like you kind of have to censor yourself when you're in public, and you have to present a sort of palatable, toned down version of yourself in an attempt to not come across as weird to other people. But when I was with these people, I was able to just be me. Nobody cared that I was a YouTuber. Nobody made any judgments about who I was or who they thought I was. They didn't care about why I was there. They just sort of accepted me and wanted to get to know me. It was a really refreshing feeling, and it's a feeling that I'll never forget. Well, I guess this is it.
I guess so.
I want to say I really appreciate you for taking this time to welcome me into your community, because in my line of work I deal with a lot of scrutiny all the time, and the way that you and all your friends welcomed me into your world, it made me feel so special and so important that I couldn't have asked for anything more. So I just want to say I really am grateful for you and all your friends.
Of course, honestly, and we face a lot of scrutiny ourselves. It was really cool to see somebody come out and really paint us in a positive light and be so open-minded to understand, what we're all about. So I really, really appreciate it, really.
Wow. Thank you. I guess this is where we part ways. I guess I'll see you later.
Yeah, see you around. Hey, wait.
Yeah?
Will I ever see you again?
You'll see me around.
Awesome.
Hey, wait.
Yeah?
Stay weird.
Stay weird.
It's so cool. Very emotional. It was so nice. Sadly, I'm not a part of their community, but their looks good. I'm happy that some people find the way to having fun and creating some healthy communities. It's so good. Nice to see it. I'm really happy about it. But now we are going to clean the kitchen again. So now let's go. Let's check if our it's charted enough. Let me check something here. Check something here.
And go on. Where's... Okay, I need to go way back one more time. Feed the birds. so hard weight. A lot of sand. I'm not sure I can. No. I need one more. Hi, Advent. How are you? I'm trying to replace my sands in the backyard. Because I'm a bit tired of the sea boxes in my backyard. But it's too hard way to replace it. So I'm trying to do something with it. Okay. Two. Okay. And left. Oh my god. For example, like this. The sand for fish tanks. Okay, 20 here and 15 here. Okay. Let's find a space right here. Now let's try. Ooh. My poor nails. Much better. That's it. Dry. Oh, it's a lot of, I don't, isopods. Look at them. It's a lot of. I hope they can find a shelter. It's like everything moving. Okay. You need to throw it. Maybe we can work here on sunny days. It looks not so bad. Even I need to get rid of it and of it too. Let's try it a bit. Fairly tired night here. Oh, I see. Understandable. I'm trying to find free space in my house. Let's look at this. It's so beautiful. It's from my old fish tank. Stay here for now. Let's wash my hands. Actually, we need to wash our cabinets too, as I planned. We have a stairs. Get there. Oof. I did it. small. Little cramped up. Hi. Anyway. Whew. I think about bedding the shelves with paper towels. Let's try. Never late to just get rid of it if I don't like it. Hi, Mariam. How are you? Mariam Efa. Is it right? Nice to meet you. I'm just cleaning everything. My cabinets needed to be clean a long time ago, but only now I can get rid of it. It's a lot of effort, you know. So that's it. Okay, I don't like it already. Okay, it's not bad for now.
So this guy, Vitali, he for a while was doing these like videos about catching predators. And there's a lot of people that do videos about catching predators, and I am in general in favor of the gotta catch 'em all predator videos. And I'm okay. I feel like it is a net good, but not all of the people who do it are achieving a net good, right? Like I've talked to like Jadion about this, and like I think what he does is great, and some of the other guys that do this, I totally support them. But there's some people that do it just for a reason. They're looking for like a person that they can beat up on and attack, right? So yeah, he got arrested in the Philippines and he is fucked.
This scumbag IRL influencer can now be facing up to multiple decades in prison in the Philippines, all because he live streamed himself harassing strangers in the street, mall security guards, and stealing multiple items, including a mall security bike. Obviously,
it's crazy that he decided to do that on something that's not just a complete PvE server. Like, you can do this in, like, Vermont. You can do this maybe in Germany. You can do this in Japan. But the Philippines? Didn't they elect Duarte? Huh. Bad call.
Talking about the case surrounding Vitali, who was an American-Russian YouTuber who was one of the largest prank channels back in the day, who unfortunately lost his mind and ended up serving some time due to horrifically attacking a jogger in Miami. But recently,
police have released no motive for the attack. YouTube star arrested. Jeez.
He came back to the internet. And he's came back to the internet a few times, but in the most recent time, he decided to come back to the internet and essentially be a knockoff Johnny Somali for some reason.
So this guy thought that he was going to get away with going to the Philippines and taking a security or a police officer's patrol bike and then running away with it? In a way, the thing is that with this guy, I actually think this is worse than Johnny Somali. Because Johnny Somali, you literally just listen to him or look at him talk for like 5 seconds, and you know this guy's a fucking idiot, right? And it's like at a certain point, do you really get mad at like a bird for flying into a window? Nah, it's a fucking bird. They're stupid. And Johnny Somali is just a fucking idiot. But this guy is not that big of an idiot. How did you think this was a good idea at all?
And in his comeback, he was definitely not wise when it comes to picking the country to be a nuisance at, the Philippines. I don't know why you would ever want to come to the Philippines and go live with the title, Disturbing the Peace in the Philippines.
That's like somebody robbing a bank and walking into the bank and it says, bank robber. You know, like, I'm here, guys. It's me! Balance the gas moment. How can you do this and not realize what you're gonna get yourself into? This is amazing.
It's probably one of the last countries I would ever want to have that title in my stream, let alone go around and harass people and then steal multiple items while live streaming yourself doing stuff. It's like the influencer version of Darwinism. And his actions are definitely catching up to him.
He got naturally selected.
Now because he was just perp walked out in front of the entire country.
Oh.
Secretary Congressman Moya will now make a statement.
Oh.
Yeah, the smirk he had during his arrest and mugshot, that's completely gone. Dude,
Yeah, I bet it is. You're not in Japan, homie. So, just so you guys understand, Duarte is the guy. I don't know if he's still the president. I have no idea. But the Philippines elected a guy whose plan was to just kill all the drug dealers. He's not. Yeah, he's in jail. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, they end up in jail. So they elected this guy, and his plan was to deal with how are we going to deal with all the drug dealers? Well, we're going to kill all of them. Period. And he put out a video a little bit before Christmas, and he said, "Merry Christmas to everybody, especially the drug dealers, because it's going to be your last Christmas." And they voted for this guy. And you thought it would be a good idea to go into their country and cause trouble. Big mistake. Real big mistake.
It was warned multiple times. He didn't care. He just openly embraced going to jail in the Philippines on his street. Yeah. And now he's in even more trouble than what I think he's ever been in his life.
Oh, yeah.
And that really, really sets the bar when you look at the situation that happened in Miami. Because if you have a horrific attack...
I actually didn't know that was him. I always assumed that was Ninja's... I didn't know what the real photo was. I assumed it was Ninja's face that was photoshopped onto it.
Your record, and somehow you're in more trouble than what you were then. Oh boy. So, what are they charging them for?
Engaged in multiple disruptive and inappropriate acts, including
multiple disruptive, inappropriate acts.
attempting to kiss and grab him,
attempting to kiss and grab somebody. Oh. Okay, it's not so bad, but I don't know. Yeah.
trying to seize his service firearm.
Wait, he tried to seize... Wait, let me listen to that again.
Trying to seize his service firearm.
He's done. Bro, you're done. You're like, this is... Oh, man. Yeah. Are you kidding me? I can't believe it either. He tried to steal a cop's gun? That's crazy.
Taking videos of him without consent, mocking other security guards, and vlogging without a permit in BGC.
You need a permit to vlog?
Also, hospitality registration in BGC. Nakita siyang sumasakay ng patrol motorcycle.
True.
Na walang abiso.
Oh wow, there's just a whole plethora of charges here that can be disastrous for him.
Yeah.
They're also talking not just fully English, they're speaking Tagalog with English, which I think they call Taglish. So I had to transcribe a lot of this to actually understand what is going on and then run it through ChatGPT and then have ChatGPT essentially tell me what they were saying.
Yeah.
So it's not fully spot on yet, but that's what happens when we're trying to break this news. So here we have, I guess, the charges against Vitali, which aren't 100% set in stone from what I can tell.
I mean, you're trying to take an officer's gun. Like, I mean, do we really need another charge? Like, he said that one in English. I feel like that's the big one, isn't it? That's the real big one.
Kind of threw out a lot of the things that happened that they're investigating him for. So first you have unjust vexation, which is engaging in behavior that caused annoyance and distress to others. Then you have
being
alarm and
fucking annoying.
Scandal, which is actions that disturb public peace and order. Then you
being
had
fucking
attempted
annoying.
theft, which was trying to unlawfully take the security guard's firearm. That's a serious charge. That is, you know, like, did this happen?
Bro, if he did this in America, there's a good chance he'd be dead.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he should be glad he's not dead.
After my coverage? Did this happen after he was arrested? I don't remember that being on the stream that I skimmed through. That is a serious charge. Then you
That's
had the
insane.
2 counts of theft if they go after him for taking the motorcycle
Threatening
and
to rob an elderly lady. So you have this big Russian meathead show up to the Philippines, stealing cops' guns and threatening to rob old ladies? How did you think this was a good idea at all? Yeah, bro, I'm more well-behaved in Schedule 1 than this guy is. This is crazy.
the industrial fan, and then also that face mask, but they returned the face mask pretty quickly.
Yeah,
so
sure.
we'll see what they do there. Then you have the threatening to rob an old lady as well. But what I didn't know until now is apparently if you steal a motorcycle in the Philippines, you can actually get up to life in prison. And this is all due to a newer and stricter law they put in place around 2016. Now, will they get life in prison? There's no way. But the fact that you would even go to a country and do something that can give you a maximum of life in prison is insane.
It was a stupid decision. And I guarantee you that after this is over, you're not going to have a lot of IRL streamers going over to the Philippines and starting trouble again. They're going to be staying in Japan. And I've said this before, there's a reason why a lot of these IRL guys don't do this stuff over in China. They don't do this in Dubai. They don't do it in Russia. And everybody knows the reason why. It's because they'd be dead.
Seeing multiple locals say that he could be facing up to 24 years in prison, as it's up to 12 years for each of the counts of theft there.
Wow.
And that's just the theft cases alone. And then you have all these other charges up here as well. So, will he get this amount of time? Probably not. But I don't think he's going to just leave the country next week, to put it lightly.
I don't think it would happen.
It seems like...
I mean, I don't think he should. I mean, you take a cop's gun and you're stealing a person's motorcycle. Like, in my opinion, this is antisocial behavior that needs to be punished with jail time. To set an example to everybody else that this type of behavior isn't acceptable.
They very much so want to charge him. So then they go on to say that charges also stem from incidents where Vickey is seen grabbing a security guard's hat, attempting to seize another guard's firearm, and threatening to rob a woman in Bonifacio Global C. Now, Secretary Romola, who is the guy that essentially had him perp walked out there in front of the whole country, now he said that Vickey will not be deported immediately, but will remain in the Bureau of Immigration Detention Facility to face the charges filed against him. He also emphasized that no special treatment will be given, stating that we're done with foreigners who only insult Filipinos.
Fucking based. Absolutely. Hopefully Japan and Korea can look at this and say, hey, that's a good idea. He's cooked, yeah.
This is an example that we are serious here in our country, and we won't let them belittle us.
That's right.
And they also stated that authorities are seeking Vickey's cameraman, who may also face charges for enabling a commission of crime.
Oh, I love that. AoE damage. Oh, that feels good. That's what you get. Legal mindset to the stream of it. He might be in detention. He might be in detention for 3 to 4 years, or 2 to 3 years before his trial. So you're gonna just put. Oh god.
This is a stark contrast from what we've seen Japan do with Johnny Somali, and now maybe even South Korea with Johnny Somali, as they seem to be playing way more softball with him there. In the Philippines, they're not messing around. They had him perp walk down in front of the whole country within a week of an arrest. Within the week of him doing it, they arrested him right away. They arrested him 2 days after my video on him. They arrested him on the 3rd of April.
Maybe there's somebody in the Philippines that's watching like, hey, what the hell is... Son of a bitch. Okay, find him.
Now on the 7th of April, they're having him perp walked out in front of the entire country saying, hey, we're going to make an example out of this guy. This is not okay. This is crazy. Why, as an influencer, would you ever go mess around and do this kind of content, especially not in your home country? Fair enough, if you actually understand the laws of the place that you're in, but still, please, never do stuff like this, because, again,
nobody has any sympathy for nuisance streamers. They don't. They're so annoying. Nobody likes them. Just get them the fuck out, man.
They're so obnoxious. Where I can walk around in public without having to worry about being harassed by an IRL.
Fucking exactly, yes. People don't want to go out in public and have to live their lives worried about some fucking freak ruining their day.
Streamer, is that so much to ask for? And I feel like everyone in the world deserves that very basic right. If you're out in public, you shouldn't have some IRL streamer harassing you to try to get some sort of reaction so they can monetize it for their live stream. It's just unacceptable. But continuing, it says Vickey's actions have drawn significant criticism, and authorities are committed to ensuring accountability for his conduct in the Philippines. And here's a little snippet where he says that Vickey has to take accountability for his own content.
People have to take responsibility for the concepts they create.
Fucking based. So true. I love it.
This is not a license to shame or to hurt or to besmirch anyone. This blog on social media ay may kayo copy but responsibly done.
But then Vitaly gets in trouble during the press conference because for some reason the dude just can't stay serious even though his freedom is literally on the line here. Bro's freedom is literally at stake. And speaking of the other stake, he's also now banned from kick.com. So that's...
Bro, if you get banned from Kick, this is like being banished from the Shadow Realm. That's crazy.
Stake deal is gone. He has officially been 404'd as he was so worried about becoming.
Before we give our next question, may I just remind Mr. Vitaly to respect the secretary while he is speaking and not say anything or gesture anything that is out of the ordinary. Thank you so much. So may we call on Mr.
Bro.
So may we
Stop,
call
stop,
on
man,
Mr.
stop.
Rambo from BBSL.
Oh boy, that is the stare of a man who wants to put you under the prison. Vitaly is in for a rough time. Who would have known that harassing people and just making an absolute fool out of yourself and I guess the platform that you represent would get you banned? I feel like it's pretty obvious.
Well,
but
Vitaly had at stake, if he had a deal with Kick and he's going around doing this, like if I was Eddie, I'd ban him too. Bro, we paid you money and you're going around doing this? Get the fuck out of here. Really?
True.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
I guess people need to be made examples of so others will learn.
That's
Because
exactly
no
right.
one wants this, and not even Kick wants this, because Kick does not want to risk being banned in a whole country. So they're just gonna quickly ban and get rid of whatever streamer that causes a commotion like that. But then a journalist asked if Vitaly is allowed to speak.
Good morning, Secretary. Yes, Kuzar from ABS-CBN News. I may ask if Mr. Vitaly is allowed to speak. No, not today. Only in the formal request. All right. Okay.
I mean, you could
he's doing that hand shit, bro. Like he's doing that hand. Oh man.
Not today. Only in the formal request. All right. Okay.
I mean, you could see Vitaly's disappointment there.
Yeah.
This is such an insane situation that's just so incredibly self-inflicted, like so many of the other stories that we cover. Why would you ever do this to yourself and to other people? But something I was not
I know
expecting.
why you do it you do it for content. You do it because people watch you do it. That's the reason. It's not. There's not a mystery here. It's obvious why he's doing it. But the problem is that if the reward outweighs the risk, people will pursue the reward. And so this guy is getting the opportunity to do this because people let him do it.
Was being credited by the police for arresting him or for finding out about this? Because here a day ago, the Tagog City police station posted criminal charges filed against YouTuber Vitaly over viral VGC incident.
Not
the Tagog
good.
police station has taken swift and divisive action in response against a viral video involving Russian-American YouTuber Vitaly.
That's right.
Is now facing multiple criminal complaints following an incident at Bonifacio Global City that drew widespread public outrage. Authorities immediately launched an investigation after receiving reports from local
Don't need much of an investigation. You just watch the clips.
residents and security personnel who allegedly harassed the foreign content creator.
This is like, I feel like if you're a cop, this is like being a fisherman, and like a fish jumps out of the fucking out of the water into your boat. It's like right there. Yeah, they're just flopping around. Oh wow, okay, great. That's easy.
Gathered
Shit,
statements,
okay.
reviewed complaints before the city's prosecutor's office on April 3rd, 2025. They also coordinated with hotel management and local establishments in the area to secure evidence and ensure accountability. The incident stemmed from a video posted on April 1st, 2025 by the YouTube channel Cozy, titled "Scumbag IRL Streamer Destroys His Life in the Philippines Live."
How do you make like does he want this to happen? Like I don't even understand. Is how do you make like
Scumbag IRL Streamer Destroys His Life in the Philippines Live.
How do you
Cozy. Titled "Scumbag IRL Streamer Destroys His Life in the Philippines Live."
How do you make like does he want this to happen? Like I don't even understand. Does this guy have like some kind of like a fucking Does he want to go to jail in the Philippines? Why would you even make that your name?
That title aged very well now.
It sure did.
Was not expecting to see my video an official police statement though. I just saw his live stream and I was like, there's no way this guy's this stupid to be doing that there.
Yeah.
So I made a video on it. The video, which has reached over 600,000 views, shows Vitaly aggressively approaching and filming people in the street in Tago.
So this guy literally ratted out Vitaly to the Philippines, and now Vitaly might go to jail for over 20 years. Oh my god, bro, if this is true, that's gonna be the best thing ever.
Vitaly, 32, was reportedly staying in a hotel in Fort Bonifacio during the visit. On March 31st, around 11 a.m., he was seen walking along Bonifacio High Street where the incident took place. He was caught on video confronting several individuals while making live streaming content for social media. According to reports, these affected include security guards and workers in the area. One guard said that Vitaly forcefully pulled his ID from his neck. Another worker said that the YouTuber took his hat without permission.
Yeah.
A third, also a security guard personnel, claimed that the foreigner tried to grab his shirt as firearm. Yeah, okay, so, I mean, that is a serious charge.
That's insane.
Recognizing the suspect's foreign nationality, the Tago police also coordinated with the Bureau of Immigration to determine possible violations of immigration laws. A formal request was sent to the VI for updates of the YouTuber's current status for guidance and further action. Tago authorities have issued a strong reminder to all visitors and online content creators to respect local laws. That actions meant to harass or humiliate people, whether it's on camera or not, can have serious consequences. The Tago City Police Station assured the public—
Just act right. This is what I've been saying forever. Like, I love when these other countries don't put up with this shit. Because, like, there's a lot of these, like, selfish, fucking brain-dead, weird freaks in America that think that the public has to be— basically, everybody has to exist as a padded room for them to bounce around in. Like, I get to be crazy. I'm gonna do whatever I want. I'm gonna do it. And this is it, man. They're acting fucking nuts. I'm so tired of this shit, bro. It's annoying.
That they're continuing to monitor the case and are committed to protecting residents from similar incidents in the future. I mean, shout out the Philippines for handling this so quickly. And also, like, this should definitely not scare anyone from going to the Philippines because they want tourism there. They just don't want people to be live streaming and harassing people in public. It's very easy to go visit a country and not act like the town. That's crazy.
Oh, jeez, I just showed up here and I'm stealing a police officer's gun. I'm riding off his motorcycle and I'm gonna rob an old lady. Oh god, how is this happening to me? I'm stealing another police officer's hat. How could this happen? It was all a mistake. I'm sorry, guys.
An official Filipino police statement. Shout out to all my Filipinos. I love you guys. I'm currently in a different setup, as you can see, because I'm currently traveling to go to yet another crazy influencer trial. I guess we just do that now. I've had a lot of fun doing it. So here we're going to another case tomorrow, and I have to get up at 5 in the morning. It's currently at 2:41 a.m. So I won't be getting too much sleep because I have to drive for a couple hours tomorrow to get to this court case because it is in the middle of nowhere. But hey, if this video gets like 75,000 likes, I might fly out to the Philippines as well to go to Vitaly's trial. Other than that, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. And yeah, drop a like on this video so maybe I can go to the Philippines as well. Peace.
Yeah, I'm gonna link you all the video. Look, let me get it.
This scumbag.
Bro, this is so fucking funny. This guy is cooked. The Philippines is actually pretty lenient. They need to not be lenient. They need to, guys. We need to have the trial that lands a YouTuber in jail for 10 years. Like, it should have been Johnny Somali. Like, get it to 75K. Yeah, get it up to 75K. I watch Atosi's videos a lot. I like him a lot. And, you know, make sure to give him a like. Yeah, you've been killed. You did it in America? Maybe, right? I mean, it's possible. Tell Catchy? Yeah, I'll let her know. And what about the first YouTuber to get the death penalty? Now, I can't say how I would feel about that. But anyway, did Johnny Somali get off free? No, but it seems like he might not be going to jail for 15 years like he should be. Like, in my opinion, I feel like if you go to another country and you intentionally harass, and this is especially true whenever you start touching people and you're like, you know, stealing their stuff and destroying property. If you go to another country and you do that, like, this is what I said. Remember what I said about how America, But, you know, Trump is sending some of these clowns over to El Salvador, sending them to the fucking circus. Well, that's what you get. That's life. That's what you're going to have happen. And so when I see this happen, I think to myself, rip bozo. And so, like, I'm a big fan of sending those people to El Salvador. I love it. And so when I see these other countries, and the reason why, here's the reason. Here's the reason why I like it. This is the same way I would feel about this. Is that I don't understand why we tolerate so much antisocial bad behavior. I don't think it helps anybody. It doesn't do anything. It's not good for anyone. It's just negative, harmful, and bad. So yeah.
There is a subculture. Celebrities get to do really fun, awesome things. Like
hang with a friend on a private island, pretend like they're humble but hate homeless people, donate to charity and push local disparity, start a make a brand and buy a bunch of land,
and dine at the most exclusive restaurants. The type of ones where if you show up without a reservation, a turret gun comes out of the hostess's iPad and just blows you up. So I thought, for these restaurants that are notoriously exclusive to get into, where they had to pass a law because people were selling reservations to the restaurants, could I use the power of a lookalike celebrity to scam my way in? And if I show up with said celebrity lookalike, would I get special treatment? First restaurant, Tao. Tao is like a sushi Asian fusion restaurant that has been famous like pre-influencer. Essentially, every celebrity and their mother has walked into this restaurant and had a little sushi roll. And on a Friday night, it is impossible to get literally impossible to get a reservation. But if you're Ariana Grande,
That's my cookie. Thank you for calling Tao Asian Bistro.
Speaking, how may I help you?
Hi there, I was wondering if I can make a reservation.
And then may I please have your last name?
It's gonna be Ariana Grande.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Gonna put it under Ariana Grande for yes, anything else?
Perfect, thank you so much.
so I had my reservation. I'm seeing Ariana Grande. I'm your way. And we're about to go into Tao. Anything on the menu that you are looking forward to today?
Maybe like sushi?
Boom! So with those very awkward introductions, we went into the restaurant. We went up to the host stand, and I said the table is for... And at first I couldn't tell if they bought it or not. Psych! Yes, I could. They sat us at the very front and middle of the restaurant, next to this giant statue, which I don't know what religion it belongs to. I'm not even gonna fucking try to guess. I'm not even gonna try. We got the good table, I guess. And honestly, for a restaurant that is just filled with celebrities, the menu was pretty reasonable. Just fucking kidding. They had something called tuna Pringles and steaks for $200. I did not think this far ahead. I didn't think we'd make it in. I'm really horrible at talking to new people, so let's do some icebreakers. All right, we're gonna have an alphabet riff off. I'll go first. Okay, so I won the alphabet riff off. We're like a whistle note.
I don't think I can do that.
Can you whistle?
I don't know how to.
All right, mukbang time. Tempura shrimp, something. I guess so. So after we finished our meal and left, it made me wonder, is it worth it to get into the most exclusive restaurant? But then you sit in silence for half an hour. Do you get like recognized a lot?
I do, yeah. People usually recognize me like as Paige Demon, but I also get mistaken for Ariana sometimes.
Okay. Would you rate your Tao experience?
My experience?
Yeah.
Mostly good. I've never ran into a hater in real life. So.
Oh, I meant like at the restaurant here. But life experience too, where?
It was good. It was fun.
It was good. We had a blast. Anyways, next restaurant. No! This is probably like the most famous of like all celebrity restaurants. It's like a meme. It's very widespread and like well known.
Stacy speaking. May I ask you to hold, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
Stacy, what the fuck was I doing this whole time?
Thank you for calling the Crystal. May I help you? Hello?
Hi. Everything alright?
Yeah.
Hi, I was wondering if I could make a reservation.
Perfect. What was your party size?
It's gonna be 2 people.
And what was the name for this booking? Just want to confirm, make sure.
Timothy Chalamet.
And please spell your last name.
Chalmeia.
And this reservation is for you.
I'm his assistant.
All right, sounds good. We'll see you here.
Now I gotta get it to me!
Is that Timothy Chalamet? Meet Miles, the winner of the Timothy Chalamet Lookalike Contest.
Hello, my name is Miles Mitchell, the winner of the Timothy Chalamet Lookalike competition.
The Timothy Chalamet competition.
Exactly.
When we finally found the entrance, we walked in, went up to the host stand. Why am I like scared?
I know. Imagine there's like candles everywhere. It has like our own little competition.
Timothy Chalamet. I couldn't tell if when they said okay, if they meant that in like a real way, like okay, Timothy Chalamet is eating at our restaurant, or like okay, you are schizophrenic. I didn't know if she was buying it or not until she sat us in the most exclusive spot in the restaurant, the corner booth.
You got the corner booth. They like don't give a shit out to anyone. I think.
No, we got the exclusive seats here.
Yeah.
Oh, this restaurant is like so fancy, and then they got the Target key. So we got settled. Did the menu. Everything was up there, but I saw that they had tacos for $10. I'm like, let's freaking go. I don't know what is the group on the top.
I can't even confidently speak on that.
You would think tacos 10 means you're getting multiple tacos for 10. They were $80. They were $80. The bill ended up being $585. But if you needed further proof that Miles is the chillest dude ever, he casually just told me that he's like hosting an early screening of like the new Timothy Chalamet movie, and he like brought me to it. So what is it like resembling a celebrity?
It's been pretty insane. The past month and a half, I'm not gonna lie. As soon as I won, like, I was getting flamed on the internet, like, genuinely flamed. And that's, like, everyone's, like, worst fear when, like, starting social media is, like, getting, like, roasted. And it's, like, they're calling me Ellen right now. Those were kind of crazy, but, like, you gotta look at the good things.
They even had him up and do, like, a little speech as Timothy Chalamet. What a fun little thing.
We actually have it's a big surprise for you. We actually have Timothy Chalamet here tonight. Yeah. So give a big round of applause. Thank you so much for being here.
Next up, we have
VXCX es un clásico automático, por eso aunque el outfit sea...
Hi, so I'm gonna make a reservation.
And at what time?
Like 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Friday. 8 p.m. Friday.
Alright, and what's the name for the reservation?
Dolly Parton.
Okay, I mean, if you're calling us a joke, it's not really appreciated here.
No, I'm Dolly's assistant. I promise you Dolly Parton will show up.
Okay, well, we will see you and Dolly Parton there at 8 p.m. on Friday.
Alright, thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. No one! Now, when I pick these restaurants, I did it off of memory of what's popular, and in my mind, Saddle Ranch is still the 2020 popular restaurant that, like, all the TikTokers would go to. Saddle Ranch is like a country-themed restaurant that has, like, a mechanical bull, and it used to be so insanely packed that, like, you had no shot. I'm here with Dolly Parton herself. So we're at Saddle Ranch. I made a reservation under your name, so I don't know if they pulled out any any fun surprises for us, but we'll see. They have a mechanical bull in there.
Well, I haven't never ridden a mechanical bull, but I've ridden a lot of other things.
Okay.
Sorry, George. It's my mechanical bull.
Before, yeah, we reservations for Dolly Parton. There's a bull. There's a bull.
Shit, are you gonna ride that really?
I'll get on it. I'll get 2 drinks in and I'll be riding.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna get. They have this insane drink. It's like a margarita, and it's full of like.
Oh, I love margaritas.
Yeah.
That's my favorite drink. Oh, I love margaritas. He goes favorite drink is margaritas.
Now, unlike the other impersonators, Dolly Parton was actually friends with the real Dolly, I guess. She said she met the real Dolly Parton one day at Sam's Club.
I met Dolly Parton at Sam's Club in Torrance, California, and I was selling semiconductors to the aerospace companies, so I'm really not a dumb blonde.
Okay.
Megahertz, nanoseconds, I know milliamps, I know all that.
So after we ordered, and my drink came. My drink. Look, it's like a coffee.
Cotton candy. Is this Disneyland? Cheers. Disneyland. Oh shit, you took my straw. Is it made of alcohol?
It should be. It sure should be. I decided to get on the mechanical bull.
Sign up for the
Let's stop for
And
a
I just
minute.
signed a waiver saying that I might die, which was.
It's fun.
It's fun. Joke. I need to make something for lunch.
It was really fun.
They're coming to turn you on up there.
Turn you on.
They're not even coming yet. I was gonna say this is the sober version, so look out. Look out. All good. I only got 7.
I don't know who she is, but she looks like Alla Pugacheva.
Ladies and gentlemen, good job, Benjamin.
But then this random lady showed up and she pretended like she didn't know who Dolly Parton was. I was like, why are you filming?
Laughing long. Yeah, I am famous. She goes, are you famous or something? Yeah. What is my name? Polly. Polly Darton. Polly Darton. You know I want to. Oh, you did one by you know why I'm so excited.
What's going on? I don't know. But then later in the night came up to Charlene, the Dolly Parton impersonator, and was like, you changed my life. It was I think she was on something. She was on meth. She was on meth. She was a little meth.
I keep doing this thing because you've always inspired me. She thinks I'm Dolly Parton.
Do you know who Next Spend is?
I've heard of him.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know Lil Yachty?
Who?
The rapper Lil Yachty?
No, I don't.
No.
Is he Finnish?
No, he's from Atlanta. Do you know Playboy Cardi?
No.
No?
You're Canadian, aren't you?
He's not Canadian.
No, but you're Canadian.
I am
I
Canadian.
can tell by his accent.
But after our food, after all the hijinks, it finally happened. They brought us free dessert. And not one, but 2.
Thank you. And then when the s'mores on the house, so you gotta go outside and roast the marshmallows for that one, okay?
Oh, gotcha. You gotta go roast the s'mores outside. Someone at Saddle Ranch needs to get their vision checked immediately, but not today, baby, not today, because we fucking did it. We scammed one restaurant that is actually no longer even really exclusive. Oh my gosh, what is all this?
S'mores. Okay, Taylor Swift. You want to hear about Taylor Swift?
Yes.
Taylor Swift's younger than you, right?
No.
Oh, shit. You're younger than
How old do I look?
Are you 15?
And then Jay-Z's song was on. Come on, get up. I guess I never got the memo. Long story short, yes, you can get into a restaurant with a celebrity's name. It's so easy. I kind of need some help. No, I'm good. I'm losing my voice. I think I'm dying.
Okay. It was fun, but it's over. Okay, I think I need to go now.